Oh, the Avalanche is upon us. The Colorado Avalanche, they advance, the heavy favorites to win the Stanley Cup final, are headed to the Stanley Cup for the first time since 2000? That sounds right. 2000? I'm pretty good at this memory thing. This is interesting to see. Your daily sports podcast, news, narratives, takes, gambling. You know the drill. Colorado Avalanche finish off the Edmonton Oilers in overtime for a 4-game sweep. All the games were pretty good. There was one game that was 3-0 where the Avalanche completely dominated. All of the games were pretty good. Leon Draisaitl, probably the third or fourth best player in the series and one of the best offensive players in the world. He was clearly hurt. It would have been nice to have him at 100% health. But then also, Edmonton just had not as good of players as Colorado. Colorado had 2 or 3 players that Edmonton didn't, and that was honestly the difference. But, man, the games that were good were really fun, but you'd like to see Edmonton win 1 or 2. Now, what I heard on Pardon My Take with Paul Bissonnette, who works for TNT, is that the finals aren't going to start until after the NBA finals, which will be like 10 days from now, which is super annoying. But good for the NHL. Don't want to take a back seat. Hopefully the other series will go long. That would be nice, eh? That would be nice, eh? So we'll get to the College World Series in just a minute. I definitely wanted to start with some hockey, specifically because we are here now and we're doing this. I don't know who scored. McKinnon scored. I think McDavid had a couple points. Makar is really good. It was really fun games. Really big bummer for Edmonton. But this is what happens with parity. If it happens in the NBA too, if a team that's not quite ready advances. Last round was the upset. The Oilers beat the Flames in 5. The Flames would have had a shot against the Avs. So the Oilers are just missing the guy. You know, nothing you can do about it. They're just missing a guy. College World Series going on right now. Well, not quite. The College NCAA tournament is going on right now. It's a really strange bracket situation. So if you don't know how college baseball works, it works like this. Okay. The first round is there are a series of 4 teams in a double elimination tournament. Baseball in America loves double elimination tournaments. So in double elimination tournament, there are 4 teams. The high seed plays the low seed. The middle seeds play each other. The winners go to the winners bracket. The losers go to the losers bracket. In the losers bracket, there's a loser leaves town game, and the winner advances to the second round of the losers bracket. On the winners bracket, the team that goes 2-0, they go to the championship series, and the loser goes to the second level of the losers bracket, and then they play. And then if the team that comes from the losers bracket goes to the winners bracket, they have to win twice. So you can go 3-0 or you can go 4-1 to win the tournament. And then the teams around advance to the Super Regionals, which is a best 2 out of 3 series. And then they advance to the College World Series, where the rounds are back to the double elimination. But this time, instead of 16 brackets, there are, 2? Yeah, 2 brackets of 4. And that will narrow the teams down to 2. And then there's a best of 3. So it's like every other thing. It's kind of complicated, but it's easy once you figure it out. So now we are done with the 16 regionals of 4 teams. That is over. The bracket has been set, but not without controversy. Yesterday, your Michigan Wolverines appear to have gotten screwed by a review. This was called safe, clearly tagged him. But they reviewed it. It looks like he clearly tagged him. Everybody was mad. This is the Louisville regional. Louisville ends up winning the ball game. I don't know the exact scenario at the time, but I do know it was like 7th or 8th inning, really important. Louisville wins by 2. I think that guy ended up scoring. It was a huge deal. I know that Hunter Dickinson got mad. He's a basketball player from Michigan. I don't know what else to say about that. Basketball, it always comes back to basketball with Michigan. This is why they never win anything. Stop caring about basketball so much, for real. Also had some controversy in the game between Maryland and UConn, which is hilarious. That was the Maryland-UConn was the regional championship. Ugh. How embarrassing for Wake Forest that they let Maryland and UConn be better at baseball than them. That's the Wake Forest in North Carolina, the sport of baseball. Okay, so this appears to be a bad call. Let's watch it together. There's going to be a collision. So this is what happens. He's got a slow roller. It essentially is a bunt to first base. The pitcher, by the time he fields the ball, has to throw it over the head of the runner running to first and then land it on the bag. The runner is trying to beat out the play because he realizes that I need to get on base. The runner and the hitter, he is down by 2 runs. It's in the 8th inning, so things are getting serious here. So let's watch the play, or I guess we can just hear it.
Chopper Score the run. Look out, he throws.
Okay, so this is what happens. The runner, if you break it down, I'll mute it now so it doesn't get too annoying. If you break it down, see, he's just trying to flop that ball right over the runner's head. He kind of misses because he doesn't understand he's moving. The first baseman doesn't know what to do. See, the first baseman really screwed this up. You got to give him a target away from the bag, bro. You should have went on the other side. See, he's standing inside the line. He should have stood to the outside of the line so he could just like flop it around zip it around him. Instead, he's standing. The pitcher has to throw it over the runner, so the first baseman done fucked up. And so what happens? He gets run over by the runner who has a right to the bag. We thought. So there it is. The base runner's like, what the fuck, man? So this guy gets plowed. It's called safe because he drops the ball, of course. And the guy's like, yeah, I got on base. Then the hero, the plate umpire's like, that's baseball. That's interference, son. And he calls him out, which is bullshit. Baseball has an umpiring problem. It's a disaster. And it goes all the way down to Little League. Except for in Little League, they're trying. And you get screwed sometimes by bad calls. And if you care about a Little League call, as a parent, you're a douche. Just a douche. Life comes at you fast. Sometimes you get a flat tire in your car. Teach your kid that. Or pay the umps, man. If you pay me $200, I'd go to training. If you pay me $200 a game, I would ump the shit out of some Little League games. I care a lot. You pay me $0, I care 0%. I'm just doing it because baseball's fun. Somebody's got to do it. And most of those umps do it because they're being guilt-tripped. So don't even come at me with that. Okay, let's go over the bracket. Oh, yeah, my Ole Miss Rebels, they beat Arizona 22-6. What's up? Ole Miss was a bubble team. Almost didn't get into the tournament. What's up now? Okay, let's do the rundown. Knoxville, Tennessee. The Knoxville Regional will be Tennessee versus Notre Dame. Remember, these are best 2 out of 3 series. Stanford will take on UConn. So UConn did end up beating Maryland. Oregon State in Corvallis is going to host Auburn. In Blacksburg, Virginia Tech has Oklahoma. In College Station, Texas A&M has Louisville. In Greenville, North Carolina, East Carolina, who's like a real program, they have Texas. Wow, good for Texas being good at sports again, kind of. In Chapel Hill, North Carolina has Arkansas. And in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Southern Miss is hosting Ole Miss. So the 2 Mississippi schools will be playing in the same regional, which kind of sucks for Hattiesburg. You'd probably rather anyone else other than the most popular team in the state. That does kind of suck. We'll bring it up here on your screen. Can I zoom in? Is it going to work? Not really. There it is. You can see it. It starts, man, I want to say Thursday and Friday. So I think some series will go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and other series will go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the College World Series will begin the following week. Usually is how that kind of thing works. In college baseball, Ben Shapiro, noted right-wing nut job. This is so funny. I love when the internet melts down. He went on some podcast with some guy named Jake, and he has a take on NIL and paying players. I'm going to play a portion of it just because. So he's a right-wing nut job, and his whole spiel is like he's very Proud Boy, Trumpy antagonist, but he's also such a stiff. He's like he's a stiff, kind of a weirdo. So if they asked him about NIL, now I want to make this clear. The conservative viewpoint about paying college athletes is like they should be happy with their scholarship for the most part. The liberal viewpoint on this is that athletes should be paid. They're making all this money. And name, image, and likeness, the Supreme Court said, yes, you own the rights to yourself, which should be inherent. Obviously, all Americans should probably own the rights to themselves and be able to profit off them at their choosing. Money is speech in this country, per the Supreme Court. So Ben Shapiro, the righty, has this opinion.
In return, they're getting back hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars off your image and likeness. That's insane. Of course they should be compensated for this sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I've said for the last, commit to our school, you'll get $1 million over the next 4 years in football.
Yes.
And should universities then still receive
Ben, what do you
public funding?
What you can say is that they're using it as a fundraising tool and that these are net profitable. So if you paid players just directly to come into college and then you say that you're using that. I mean, the universities do that all the time. They pay for events and then they use the events in order to.
So this is the right-wing guy making the argument that the left-wing people have been making forever. That's hilarious. I don't know what to say about that. They're going to be paid. Either they're going to be paid or universities are just going to stop doing NIL because they're going to run out of money when it doesn't work and they don't win a national championship. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like the rich schools are going to be good at the under the table cheating, the over the table paying, whatever. The same 20 schools are going to be good at it. Every now and then someone will break in and it'll be funny. But other than that, like it literally, it could not matter. It could not matter any less. It just couldn't. The schools that care a lot and put a lot of money into it are going to be good. Aaron Donald is good. He's got a new contract. He's going to be paid. They reworked. He's got 3 years left on his deal. He's mad about it because he's like, I should not be the 7th best paid player in the NFL. I should be like paid more than most quarterbacks. They disagreed, but they did give him a $40 million raise. This should be $95 million, I believe, fully guaranteed through 2024. I'm not exactly sure. This would make him like the 30th highest paid NBA player. Oh, man, unions are important if you are highly skilled and super famous. But there he is. Look at him. He's so happy. Congrats to Aaron Donald, the best player in the modern NFL. That's going to do it for Interesting to See. Oh, wait, I have one more thing for you. Should I turn off the music? I should. Wait, let's pull it up. This happened on last night's broadcast. This is hilarious. So the last goal of the game, the one that won the Avalanche this series and sent them to Stanley Cup Finals, there appeared to be a high stick. And it was a high stick, sort of. So the way it works is if the puck is in the air on a shot, you can't put your stick above the crossbar to tip it in. However, if the puck is just in the air randomly and it's not an attempt toward the goal, your stick can be above your shoulders. All of this is stupid. You should probably pick one. So they had to review it, and they found out that the shot went off the goalie. Therefore, it's just an open rebound. It's not a deflection. So the player's stick could come above the crossbar but below his shoulders. Again, stupid. Pick a lane, in my opinion. Don Koharski, is the NHL's rules analyst. Everyone needs a rules analyst. Let's hear what Don had to say at the end.
Puck on the stick, above the shoulder. Holy shit! Sorry.
One more time. Well, did you hear the sorry?
The shoulder. Holy shit! Sorry.
Wait. Let's do, okay, hold on.
Stick, above the shoulder. Holy shit! Sorry.
Coho, buddy. That is funny. People will remember that. It was after the kids went to bed, eh? Oh, yeah. Like, rate, review, subscribe. Back and better than ever tomorrow.